The human brain is often described as a supercomputer, but in reality, it's more like a picky sports car with one specific requirement. It only runs smoothly when it has a steady supply of glucose. And where do we get that glucose most efficiently? From starch-rich foods, the quiet champions of human nutrition. While fats and proteins have their own important jobs, building tissues, producing hormones, and insulating us from the cold, it's carbohydrates that work as the instant courier, delivering clean, usable fuel straight to the neurons. Without starch, the brain sputters and stalls. With starch, it purrs like an engine tuned to perfection, transforming thoughts into clarity, memories into knowledge, and moods into something a little sunnier. Consider memory first. Research has shown again and again that glucose availability directly influences how well we remember, learn, and store information. It's why so many students crave a plate of rice, noodles, or bread before exams. Starch is the raw material their hippocampus craves. When starch breaks down into glucose, it powers synaptic communication, like tiny sparks keeping conversation alive between brain cells. Cut starch too aggressively, and suddenly those sparks dim. That's when you find yourself forgetting names, losing keys, or walking into a room without the faintest idea why you went there. That's not bad luck. It's your brain waving a flag and shouting, "Feed me carbs." Mood is another place where starch does its magic. Carbohydrates are linked to serotonin regulation, and serotonin is the neurotransmitter that helps us feel balanced, calm, and content. Ever wonder why comfort foods almost always involve starch? From mashed potatoes to fresh bread to a warm bowl of rice, these dishes don't just nourish the body, they relax the mind. People on strict low-carb diets often report crankiness, mood swings, and the sort of irritability that even puppies and sunshine can't fix. Meanwhile, those who enjoy balanced starch intake often find themselves less stressed, more cheerful, and better equipped to handle daily life. In other words, sometimes a potato really can do more for your emotional health than a self-help seminar. Then there's mental clarity. Glucose is to the brain what Wi-Fi is to a laptop. Without it, the connection lags, freezes, or drops completely. When starch is available, neurons are bathed in steady fuel, and problem-solving, creativity, and focus feel effortless. When starch is cut, however, tasks take longer, the brain feels foggy, and simple decisions feel overwhelming. For older adults, this becomes even more critical. As the body's efficiency naturally declines with age, steady starch intake helps preserve sharpness, reduce the risk of cognitive decline, and maintain independence. Far from being just kids' food, starch is brain insurance for every stage of life. What's more, starch-rich foods bring along important side benefits. Whole grains, beans, tubers, and starchy vegetables deliver fiber, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that further protect the brain from oxidative stress and inflammation, two major culprits in aging. Cultures with starch-centered diets, from Okinawans enjoying purple sweet potatoes to Mediterranean communities eating legumes and bread, consistently show lower rates of dementia and longer health spans. This isn't coincidence. It's biology rewarding a steady stream of brain-friendly fuel. So, if we step back and look at the bigger picture, starch-rich foods are far more than daily fillers. They are the body's most efficient brain fuel, mood stabilizers, and cognitive protectors. They help us learn, laugh, remember, focus, and stay emotionally steady. They keep the young sharp, the middle-aged sane, and the elderly resilient. To deny the brain its favorite food is to cut the power supply to the very organ that makes us human. When eaten in their natural, whole forms, starches aren't just food, they're brain medicine disguised as dinner. If clarity, memory, and joy are the hallmarks of a good life, then starch is not the villain but the lifelong ally ensuring our brains stay lit.